Hey cycling fans, welcome to another episode of This Week in American Cycling. We're taking you to Tulsa this week for the legendary Tulsa Tuff, 3 days of great racing there. We've got an update on some BMX Supercross racing over in France. The Americans doing great there. We're going to talk about the track racing going on at T-Town and a whole bunch more. That's Dave Towle, I'm Brad Sohner, and this is This Week in American Cycling. Well, something about Tulsa Tuff just makes this one of the best races of the year. If it's not the 3 days of criterium racing, maybe it's just the atmosphere on Crybaby Hill.
Yeah, and we got right to it on the 14th edition of Tulsa Tuff, going back to the Blue Dome District. Skylar Schneider back. She's had tremendous success, going back to being a 12-year-old. Racing in Tulsa, but the story really became the CWA Trek team and Sam Schneider winning for the third time on Route 66. It was a great job by Harriet Owen to take the third spot on the podium, but boy, they lit it up here to start this 14th edition.
Very similar battle on the men's side. We saw Elevate and Legion Los Angeles go at it just like we saw last week at the Armed Forces Cycling Classic. But this week, Justin Williams gets it right, picking up 2 wins back-to-back on the first 2 days. So Williams finally coming onto his form. On the third day, though, Elevate learned their lesson. They go into a breakaway without Williams, but they got Sean McElroy in there. This was just, again, like last week at Armed Forces, where McElroy is in the breakaway. He holds on for second as Sam Bassetti wins the final day in Tulsa.
Back to the Arts District as, again, Sam Schneider had all eyes on her during the call-up, but ultimately it was the Australians that really started to roll, picking up some momentum. It was Peter Mullins winning a furious field sprint there, and we will jump just a couple miles away over to the Arkansas River to pick up the final day of racing, infamous Crybaby Hill, and again, a surprise name. A lot of riders have broken through here, and Emily Roper of Rock Salt Attacker winning there. So they go back-to-back here, just like Justin Williams did for the men on 1 and 2, all Australia.
American superstar Elise Willoughby had a great weekend over in San Quentin, France for the UCI BMX Supercross World Cup there, where she picked up a second and third place finish. That puts her second in the world, just 5 points behind World Cup leader Netherlands' Laura Smolders.
Boy, I tell you, last weekend was great for the freestyle BMX riders, and then this weekend it was the Supercross BMX group that put together quite a performance. That's going to wrap up a big block of racing for them, as they're really not going to resume until September as the UCI World Cups get going again in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Track racing continues at the Trexlertown Velodrome as they continue their big block of racing there. This weekend we saw a new track record set as James Mellon went 9.991, the first person to go under 10 seconds on that track there in T-Town, so times are getting faster.
Good to see Eric Young back on the track as he joins his teammate Shane Klein. They go on to win the Madison after some time on the road there at the Armed Forces Classic. And then on the women's side of things, really strong American Kim Geist joining Christina Birch. They both took gold medals, as Ashton Lambie also back out there. Really good to see one of America's big Olympic hopes shining there. The mountain bike calendar continued as the riders headed up to Missoula, Montana, and Keegan Swenson continues to be on a roll. He won every event offered for the men there. On the women's side of things, Chloe Woodruff continues to show herself to be one of the top Americans as she held that title, taking second place up in Missoula.
Finally this week, cyclists win the 2 of U.S. Olympic Committee's Best of May awards. Kate Courtney is awarded the women's prize for her 3 gold medals in the UCI Mountain Bike World Cups this year. And Ryan Boyle, the paracyclist, gets a nod as well. He won gold in both the time trial and road race at the most recent stop on the Para Road World Cup. He's also a Paralympic silver medalist, so congratulations to Kate Courtney and Ryan Boyle.
It's really good to see our para-athletes getting some recognition over there as well. Outstanding job.
Congratulations to Kate Courtney and Ryan Boyle. That does it for This Week in American Cycling. For Dave Towle, I'm Brad Sohner saying thanks for watching. We're taking next week off as National Calendar